So let's try to create this sofa quickly. Let's try to do that. Let me delete this, and for this we will use a cube. So Shift A, cube. Move it up just like this. GZ, Control, something like this. And in edit mode, we will scale it down like S, Y, something like this, and S and Z or Z, whatever you want to call it. So GZ, and now in edit mode, we will try to, let's check the dimensions what I did. Okay, so now in edit mode I will try to match these corners GX and then GX like this. And while we are at it, let's select these. I'm in X-ray mode with edit mode, so let's scale this down a little on Z-axis. So now we have something like this, like a slab. In face select mode, select this face, front view, E, and extrude it like this. Select the top face, again in front view, E and Z. Now I'm in vertex select mode. X-ray mode is on, by the way, and G, and then slide these vertices somewhere over here. G twice, and there we go. Something that we have a base of our what do you call it, sofa. So I forgot to take a copy of this, so let me copy this particular part, and Shift D, X. And since I want this to be a separate mesh, we will use it for the backside. So let's separate it. To separate anything, we will press P, and press P, separate by selection. This will now make this a separate object. Now right now we are in edit mode still, so come back to object mode, and now if we select this, you can see this is a separate object. What do we have here? We don't have a face here, so okay, no worries. In edit mode, select this loop and press F. So we have a slab that we will use later. Come back to this, our main mesh. And now I want to add our sub D modifier, but if I add my sub D modifier right now, you know what will happen. It will get squished just like this, and we don't want that. So we will have to add certain supporting edges or loops so that it can retain somewhat similar to this boxy shape, right? So let's, by the way, I'm just disabling this modifier in viewport temporarily like this. You can see that. Let's increase our sub D resolution. So okay, so first of all I will add one loop like this, one for the top part and one for the bottom part. Let's make it okay, and then one loop over here just like this, and one over here, something like this, right? And one for this top part, and similarly one for this bottom part. Let's leave it over here because I kind of want a subtle curve over here, and then one for for complete sofa, for this complete cube. Let's in the middle, G, or maybe if you don't want to edge slide it, we can bevel it. Control B, bevel it just like this, and yeah, just put it like this. And then we need to add 6 loops in between. So we have our sofa, base of our sofa. And now I want to do one more thing. Let's select, not complete loop, sorry, let's select it from this edge, and at the end let's press Control and left click. This will select the loop from this to, sorry, from this to this side. We can select a particular loop. I don't want to select the complete loop, but this part. So now G to edge slide. And what do we have here? Let's slide it back to just like this. So this will give us a curve, very small curve, and let's slide it back to. Let's slide it some more. So now we have a curve. Right click, shade smooth, and let's come back here to our boxy cube. This will be the back part of our sofa. And before we do anything with it, let's add same drill. Let's add a few loop cuts, like here, one over here, and I think one in the middle. Control B, bevel it just like this, and add 6 in the middle. I think it's okay. Add our sub-D modifier with level viewport of 2. Shade smooth. In front view, I'm moving it GX on X-axis. Now I will move it on RORX90. Okay, so why did that happen? This is happening because our pivot point is over here, because we moved this in edit mode. So in edit mode, pivot point can get awry, let's say. So no need to worry about it. Nothing too drastic that we cannot fix. So right click, set origin to geometry. This will put our pivot point at the center of our cube. That is what we want. Alt R to reset the rotation. Now RX90. Actually this has done the same thing, but okay. GZ. Okay, GZ and GY. Oh, sorry. What happened? My mouse is giving certain problems. Sorry. Front view. First of all, match it. Yeah, it's matching. And GY. Somewhere like this. I think it's a slight taller at the top. So let's select all these vertices. I'm doing this in X-ray mode. GZ. And while we are at it, let's move this back. GX. So that it's hidden. And GZ. A little. Just move it a little. That's it. I think we have our sofa. Now let's create these sofa legs. For this we will use another cube. Scale it way down. SZ. Okay, it's still not to my liking. SY and SX. I think now it looks okay. Since we scaled it in object mode, we need to apply the scale. Control A, apply scale, and let's move it somewhere over here in front view. G. Let's put it like this, and in edit mode, Shift D, RX 90. Sorry, Y90. Yeah, works. And GX. I'm in edit mode, mind you. So GZ. Let's place it somewhere over here. So if we copy an object in edit mode, it stays joined together. So this is a single mesh now. We can also change the origin point to middle of it. So I have done that. Let's now try to put it in the center. Let's in top view, in X-ray mode, G, and let's put it somewhere like this. This is where I want this to be at. Okay, let's move it somewhere. Let's see. Yeah, GX. So this is now corresponding to our image. So now, as you already know, I am lazy, and we would like to make a mirror, we would like to make copies. We need 3 of these, so we would use our mirror modifier. And if I do that and select this, it won't conform to our dimensions because of the pivot point. I think I ran into this trouble. Even if I tried using this cube, it never aligned on the x-axis. I don't know what's happening right now. So yeah, it always confirmed on the y but not on the x. So how can we fix it? So let's go into our X-ray, top view, Shift A, add an empty plane axis like this and move it somewhere in the middle like this. And now we will make the mirror object this empty. Like this, select this empty object, empty 001. Where is it? Aha. So now you will say, what's the point, man? It still is behaving the same way. Well, yes and no, because now if I move my empty on the x-axis, let's say gx, you can see I can control the location of this side. This side. Yes, it now conforms to like this, and we just did one extra step. We added one empty for this. So now you can see everything matches perfectly. This is the point where I had trouble before. So now let's quickly create these what do you call it, cushions? Yes, these cushions. Let's do that. And for that, again, we will use a cube, trusty cube, man. SZ, something like this. I think this much thickness would be nice. And GY, in X-ray mode, select all the vertices, make sure that. And I think this much thickness should be enough. Let's see if our dimensions are right. I think so. So GZ, something like this, and let's see. GX, and now in edit mode, again X-ray mode, GX, yes, GX. I think it's a little bigger on y-axis, so select these front vertices and move these back on y-axis, G, Y, like this, something like this, right? Yeah. And select this in edge mode. Add one loop here, because this again we will be using our sub-D modifier. So add a bunch of loops over here and select only this edge. And okay, so we need to add, I think I added 5 loop cuts here, and 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 over here. Let's go back, let's make it even. 1 2 3 4 5 6, oh sorry, 6 cuts, and 1 here and 5 over here. 1 2 3 4 5. Yeah, I think it looks good to me, at least. Select this and bevel it. This will give us a curve, and when we will shade smooth it and add our sub-D modifier, it will retain its position or curve. And we can also tighten this part, I think. Let's try to bevel everything. Let's see. Isolate it by pressing / this and this. Let's bevel the whole thing. Let's see how it stacks up. Yeah, it looks good, right? right click, shade smooth, sorry, / again to come back to our main view, and let's see if the dimensions are correct. I think it needs to be scaled a little in, so let's scale it on SX just like that, GX, move it like something like this, delete this, Shift E, and now it's no. So we need to get our dimensions right for this one. SX like this, GX, set origin to geometry. That's why this problem was happening, and since I was scaling it in object mode, again remember, I cannot emphasize it enough, apply the scale, GX, and there we go, we have two cushions. GX, let's merge these together. So we have created these two cushions, and let's delete it for the time being. Let's make it fatter too, like this from the middle. Select a bunch of faces in face mode, 1, 2, maybe 3, and these 3 too in these middle ones, and enable proportional editing. This is, now we will take a look at proportional editing, and if we press G and Z, so you can see this is this circle is our circle of influence, right? It influences how much of the mesh we want to influence, right? If I reduce it, you can see it's only affecting our selected vertices, and if I increase the circle, you can see now more and more meshes getting affected. So let's put it somewhere like this, and just like this, a slight bump, GZ, like this, something very subtle, something like this, and then now in front view, Shift E X, and let's differentiate it a bit, like put it down like this. So now this one is inflated, this one is not. Okay, let's inflate it a little like this. So now we have two covers. Again, we need to create these 3, so we will cheat a bit. So Shift E and RX 90, front view, GC, and I'm doing this in object mode for the time being, and Control A, apply scale. Sorry, I pressed too many buttons. Yeah. In edit mode, select this side and select the complete thing in edit mode. S. So, oh, okay. SX. That's why it was happening. Proportional editing was on. If yours is on too, make it go away. GX, GX. Let's see where we are. Okay, looks okay. And GY, set the origin to geometry at middle of the geometry, and let's make this proportional editing on. Let's make this a little, come out a little, just like this. And for these top vertices, select these, all of these, proportional editing off, and S and Y, just like this. And let's scale them like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. S, Y, front view, and scale, move these two like G, like something like this. S, and scale it some more. Now we have this custom bend of sorts, right? Shifty X, Shifty X. Don't worry about the third one or fourth one, because we will make these two ones, cover it up, cover this area. So Shifty again, Y, because we need to. S, X, make it look like this. RZ 180. Oh, RY 180. Let's rotate it so that so that there is some differentiation, right? And grab these in edit mode, grab these in X-ray mode, G, like something like this, and scale them like this. So this is a custom cushion. Right click, Control A, apply scale, and G, Y, move it back. Shift D, copy it, move it on X axis like this, R, Y, 180. So now this is a different version of it. RZ, move it like something like this. So now it's intersecting. So now I want to move this on two axes like X and Y, but I do not wish to move it on Z axis. So how can we do that? So we will use G, Shift, Z, something like this. So place it like this. So it's intersecting. No, RZ, Shift, Z. Oh, sorry, Alt Z, sorry, wireframe is on. RZ, GY, GX, and now Shift, G, Shift Z, and now I think we have a winner, right? Yeah, this part is going in. Let's see from front view. Does it show? No, it doesn't. So it's okay. So we're good here. Let's put it like this. Yay! Let's move this forward a little. G, Y, and G, Shift. Okay, again G, Shift, Z, just like this. Move it back. So this one is the front one. This one, make it to the top, and this is it. So now we have these pillows, and let's quickly take a look at this rug. Let's first check our scale is okay. Yeah, everything is fine. We will add a mesh plane and scale it down. SX, GX, move it like this. In top view, select the back vertices, G, Y, something like this, and select everything, G, Z, some more, and right click, set origin to geometry. Now we will add a bunch of loop cuts so that we can bend this whatever it is, carpet. So because right now if I try to do this, it will not behave properly. So for this we need vertices, bunch of loop cuts. Like I added, how many did I add? 6 in the middle and 6 over here too. Let's make them 6. So 6 over here. And now I want to use bend it like a cloth. So we will again use our proportional editing. Let's select this last edge, and now G, C, and increase the influence to like something like this, and G, Y, something like this, and G, Y, move it back, G, Y, reduce. Yeah, so now we have something like this, and right click, shade smooth, and add our, before we add sub D, let's add solidify modifier and even thickness. Why is it? Oh, yeah, okay. So I think thickness is, let's add a thickness of 0.02, and then in edit mode, disable proportional editing, select all of these top vertices, not the bottom ones, and bring it a tad bit down, just like this, although we may not be seeing it from the side, but let's do it anyway. Okay, I think I moved it too much. GZ like this, and since this is intersecting with our sofa, we will add one more loop cut over here. This will fix the problem. Or did it? Yes, it did. Let's move it like this, G, and move. That's it. I think it's okay. And we will close this, add our, increase our sub D, and we have something like this. I think it's too yeah, it's too fat, I would say. So let's select everything, SX, yeah, somewhat of the same size. Now they are of the same size. Let's call it a day. Before I go, this video I re-recorded because something happened with my previous recording. So yeah, in the future videos, if you see certain differences between this sofa set, these pillows, or this one, then it would be due to because those were made in my earlier version. So you will definitely see certain differences.